It's time, my fellow gearheads. Time for that video that many of y'all have been waiting for. This is the 6.0 LQ4 that I freshly rebuilt about 2 years ago to go into the 92 Camaro Turbo Build. You know, back when I was talking about going NA or Turbo, which way I was going to go. This is the motor we were talking about. And it got put on hold for not only the squirter project went into the Camaro, but also for my truck had got stolen, the 84 C10, and I had to start building another truck to daily drive. So, the Turbo Build, Turbo 6.0, 92 Camaro, this is the motor for it, and it's time for the first startup. I was in a rush pushing hard today to make sure that I could try to get this engine started up. I got the oil pan and covers on last night, but because of my rush, definitely made sure I had a fire extinguisher handy. Who knows what I may have missed. What I did is I moved everything from the 4.8 mock-up motor. I moved it over to the 6.0. Everything's just dangled and hanging. I just did it the quickest way possible to get it over here. Y'all should know the exhaust manifolds are pointed forward for the Turbo Hotside. In a minute I might go ahead and hook up the Y to them, but I wanted to crank it up like this first. It has a custom grind boost cam in it, 230, 228, 591, 588 I think, and a 116 LSA. I'll put the specs in the description below. Of course, the computer is just a universal 5.3 tune, so it's not tuned for this cam or this engine. I expect it to still run. I may have to throttle it to keep it going, but this will at least get the engine running. Check the oil pressure. I did prime the oil system last night with the oil primer that is in my other videos. And oh, I'm sure some of y'all want to see this. Kenny Cash gave me the good tip of the angle for the valve cover, and that's the angle we went at. Some people were worried about that bolt. There's plenty of room for that bolt. Enough of that. Let's start this puppy up. That's power. It's turned on. My ignition switch. I don't like that tune too much, but it's running. She's alive! Let's go ahead and crank her up one more time. Now I've got the Turbo Hotside merge bolted up, clamped down with the V-bands onto the manifolds, and we'll crank it up and see how it sounds. Show you how it goes right there to the other side, the Y is. And then this dip over here is to go underneath the radiator hose off the water pump. And bolting this up shows me why most people usually put a flex joint right here, because it didn't want to line up very well. I had to put some oomph into it, get it in place. Let's fire it up. It's running. Everything appears good so far. Yes, the truck intake is just my test stand intake. It will have a car intake on it to fit in the Camaro. And of course, it also have the Holley EFI on it. I'm going to set that up. Hopefully, I get a video of the Holley EFI running on the stand also, but I'm limited on time. We'll see what I can do. The good thing is the 6.0 is running and ready to drop in the car. That's it, gearheads. Get your tools out, be productive, and keep on wrenching.